Today on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It was all weird all day long. And then with like half an hour before his friends were going to arrive at our house, he said, I'm bored. I said, well, be bored. You have your night. I've got an idea. Go outside and paint the house.
Yeah. My dad's mom used to say, go sit on the floor and let your feet hang down. No one knows what that means.
And if you look at the body count on this Pete Davidson character, let me tell you.
Amazing.
He's our modern-day Errol Flynn.
He is.
Unreal. But
straight.
Apparently, they're nothing more than friends.
What's tough when you're going through these, and
when you're preparing to be left by your wife of 25 years, Mike, it doesn't just happen. There's a slow build.
There's a lot of questions you don't want to answer.
You said you and Carrie are in a really good spot.
We are, but Oscar thinks differently, so we'll see what happens.
I hope I'm wrong.
Me too, Oscar.
All that and more. The Mike O'Mara Show starts now. Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Robb Spiewak.
Hi.
Now, here's Mike.
Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. We are enjoying our second decade of the show that has been, or I should do the eyes of the local furniture store down here. I can't do it.
What are you doing?
They do a family commercial where the guy's a Southerner and he's got his kids doing every little thing, and they all have these half eyes where it's either because they're dumb or shy, but
they don't want to be there.
It's just like, and at the end, it's like, isn't that right, Daddy? That's right, baby. So you come on down to this furniture store. You're going to be all set right now. And all the kids have this little, and we've got it too. You know what I mean when you see local kids. Anyway, what am I talking about? Port Boulevard, Texas. The Delano neighborhood. Is it the Delano neighborhood in Wichita, Kansas?
Yeah, it's Delano is the neighborhood. I like the specificity of it. I thought it was nice.
All right. Why isn't it Delano? Wasn't it Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
Yeah, but Roosevelt never carried Kansas. They hated it.
But then you get out to Kansas and it's Delano.
Yeah, they hated Roosevelt out there.
Shreveport, Louisiana. Haleiwa, Hawaii?
Yes.
Haleiwa.
That's beautiful.
Haleiwa.
Yeah, those were two that they send specific pronouncers for. I would have said Delano too, but it's Delano and it's Haleiwa.
It's Haleiwa.
Forgive me, I don't have it in front of me.
Haleiwa.
But I know there's no V.
It should be Haleiwa.
That's not how they send it.
The W's are pronounced in Hawaii. Kilauea.
Yeah, but they sent it as Eva.
The islands of Trinidad and Tobago and Ruckersville, Virginia. Where's Ruckersville?
South of here.
How's your election going up there?
It is too tight to call. They said that you got to get out there and vote. They said they can't even make a projection.
Vote.
And then they had a guy on the.
Well, what do you think?
I think it's going to be troublesome. I think that
you think the other guy's going to win.
I do. Right now, I got a different opinion than I did on Thursday.
Okay.
Why?
Right.
What changed?
They did a man on the street on this morning's newscast on Channel 5, and they couldn't find anyone that would even make a fist. There was one guy who came in and he said, I don't know. I just hope the best candidate wins. And they said, are you going to vote? He said, no. And I'm like,
no.
And it's like, first of all,
don't
put the man on the street. Don't use that as your man on the street. Mm-hmm. And second of all, you got to vote. Come on, guys, vote. The polls open at 6. They're open till late. Just get out there and pull the lever.
Vote early, as we say in Ireland. Vote early, vote often.
But I'm very nervous about this one. I don't like the...
Before we get to Halloween, I see that we have some sort of show and tell item that Oscar has brought in today.
Yes.
We have to lead with that.
Put it front and center so it wasn't forgotten in the show.
I see what it says on it. It says Transformers. Did you buy another toy?
Well, I ordered this toy, Mike, in the depths of the pandemic roughly 15 months ago, and it finally arrived.
Wow, 15 months, about a year to get there.
Supply chain, baby.
Mike, Transformers, robots in disguise.
Very, very excited. They like our cars, and then they turn into I know a Transformer is Optimus Prime.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
very good. You won't believe your eyes.
It's more than meets the eye.
That's right.
And then Squiggy is the other.
Squiggy and Lenny.
I'm going to open it in front of you.
Can I just say before you reveal, I hope it's the box lifting up and there it is, like real showbiz.
No showbiz.
No,
Mike, this is a limited edition, though. This is number 341.
341.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And it took a year to get here. So,
Oh, you know what?
see.
That's kind of showbiz.
Woo, like a ball.
It's coming out like
What is
a
that?
cooler.
Bam.
A carrying
Oh, bam.
case.
Yeah.
Is that styrofoam?
It's metal.
It's styrofoam.
It's metal.
I'm going to open it up.
What's
now.
that say? Authentic. What's it say on the outside of the box?
It says authentic
What's on the side writing?
Transformers.
This is so cool, Mike. This is like a padded, almost styrofoam type container. So I guess you can take it to your
What
nerd
was that,
friend's
Rob?
house.
What
like
is
a
it called?
styrofoam container, so you can take it to like your nerd friend's house.
Ooh, nerd friends. Do they say?
All right. So right away, my take on it, it's getting smaller.
Oh, much smaller.
No.
Like
Not
it's
smaller.
like what is what all the accoutrement?
All right.
He's taking it out.
Woo! It's big.
Oh, now
Oh,
we're
and it looks like an 18-wheeler.
Oh, see, that's very cool.
It's big.
That's very
There
cool.
we go. There we go. Mike.
It's a toy. It's a
No,
child's
toy.
toy.
It's not a child's toy. It's a collector's item.
Every girl and boy loves a toy.
All right. Hold
All
on.
right. So, are you going to turn it into the killer robot?
Killer robot. What the hell?
Okay, so right now
Transformer.
it looks like an 18-wheeler or something that
Pardon
pulls
me
an
while I take
18-wheeler.
another pull on my liquid IV.
That's
No
fine.
problem.
Here we
Pat
go.
for me. Pat for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Does it talk?
Yeah. Talk.
Did I
Hold on.
hear? Hey, is that a remote controlled Transformer
Yeah, it runs
that-
off your iPhone. It runs off your iPhone.
and you're going to be able to press buttons and have it turn into a transformer?
Well, I mean, it's what? It's dying. Oh no! This is my worst nightmare. It's my worst nightmare happened right now.
That's all right though. If
If
everything
it went well,
worked
then
according
it
to
does, yeah,
plan,
it go.
I am the leader of the Autobots.
Oh,
that's no. See,
Whoa,
there's
whoa,
something.
whoa, whoa.
That's cool.
Is
Is it doing something?
Greetings.
Convert.
Okay, he wins. He wins.
So it turned from an 18-wheeler into a robot.
Look at the satisfaction on his face.
That's pretty
There you
cool. What else?
Hey
does it do?
Optimus, roll out. Hey Optimus,
Greetings.
roll out. Roll out. He's learning my voice. There we go.
So that turns him back into the.
Come to Papa. Come to Papa.
know.
There we go. Yay.
What you can't see on
This is a
camera,
video
Mike,
day, people. This is a video day.
what you
That
can't
is
see on
fantastic.
camera is that Santos looks very bothered right now. He's watching it like there's another animal in the building.
You don't have to share the cost, but you might want to text me the cost.
Oh, I'll text you
of
the
that
cost.
of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
little.
I've waited my entire life for this to come to life.
This is the real deal. The thing does it on its own.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't have
because
to
in the old
manipulate.
days you'd have to manipulate it. Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
Optimus Prime, who are you? Here we go. I'll text you the cost while it transforms here.
It's transforming.
Yeah,
I'm
it's transforming.
enthralled by this.
Look at
and
it.
it faces the camera. I am Optimus Prime, and that does the Hitler salute.
Yeah, and then
That's how it's explained in the manual.
Well, that's what it
Yeah.
looked like to me.
Watch,
You know.
this is so this collectible, not toy. This collectible
Toy.
breathes. It actually moves. If you look at it
Yeah, it
carefully,
is.
it's moving because it's
Did
alive.
you text me the cost?
Yeah, I'll text you the cost. Damn it.
All right.
Why don't you guess the cost? I'll just say it on there.
I'm going to say $30.
$30? Have you ever seen anything transform in real life before?
I have a genuine guess.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
May
Give
I?
me your
Thank you,
genuine
bro.
guess.
$4.99.
Higher.
Oh, God.
No,
you idiot.
Oh no!
Jesus, Oscar.
Pony, look up the current cost of one share of Tesla.
Wow.
That's,
and he's actually standing on the console moving, like waiting for his command.
yeah, it's like he's breathing.
A little less. If I'm not mistaken, it was in the depths of my pandemic depression where I said, well, you can't take it with you.
Right.
And this popped up on my Facebook
You know
feed from
what?
Hasbro.
If it makes you happy.
Did you... whoa! Did you see that?
What did it? It just went into a ninja move.
Yeah, because
there,
Mike, you just said if it makes you happy, and he was like, yeah, it does.
Can you get him to dance?
There are like 800.
How do you get his attention? Do you say, "Hey, Optimus"?
Yeah.
Hey, Optimus, dance.
I don't think you can dance.
Why don't you say, "Hey, Optimus Prime"?
Hey,
Oscar.
Optimus Prime. Roll out.
You already told him to roll out.
That's all I know so far. Just
That's
look
the
at-
boring command. So he turns
Just-
back into a semi-truck. Jesus.
All right, roll
I
out.
wonder how long before it breaks.
Well, so this isn't
look
going to
the
be
kind
like,
of thing that'll break on Christmas night, before dinner.
that's very expensive.
It is.
you
It's
know.
too expensive.
It was, for those at home, if I'm not mistaken, it was just a little under $800.
Okay.
Yeah.
$799.99. Change back on
99,999.
Though,
Well, congratulations.
Toys, Mike. How far have they come?
Why don't you have him?
Collectibles.
Why don't you let him transform and then sit between the two of you
Okay,
so our
that's fine,
listeners
yeah.
can see?
All
him?
right.
Hey, Optimus. Who are you? There we go. It's the best. Look at this guy. Tell him. Tell him.
And you love this.
Yes, I love
This
it.
is your. All right, now
so
slide
happy.
him back a little
No,
bit, otherwise I can't
Do
see
you have Do you have another? Oh, don't. He's saying.
Oh, is he fighting you?
He's like, let go of my legs.
He said, "Show me on my body where he touched you."
Pony,
Well,
your
what
thoughts?
a cool little toy.
Yeah.
I think this is absolutely amazing.
Thank
The animatronics are incredible.
Look at this guy.
I'm thoroughly impressed. None of my perverted toys do anything like this.
It's a nice toy. It's a very,
fantastic.
very nice toy. How did Shannon like it when it arrived?
She said, what else can it do? And then
Oh
walked
dear.
away.
Walked out of the room.
Yeah, sure.
Walked out of the Well, happy day after Halloween,
Thank you.
everybody.
Yeah.
It was a.
It's All Saints Day, Mike.
It's also happy November 1st.
Yes.
It is All Saints Day, the beginning of the sort of holiday season as we start to creep into it. I have to say that the Halloween experience at the O'Mara household was an unanticipated 10.
Oh, my God.
Maybe an 11.
Two great costumes for your boy.
Well, the Saturday night we went to a trunk or treat.
Okay.
For the county, for the town, which was at the urging of one of Michael's friend's parents, who lived, by the way, in the community next door. They said, "Hey, we'll meet you." Excuse me,
It's not
Optimus
too
Prime. I didn't
distracting,
realize.
is it?
Sorry.
We'll meet you over at the trunk or treat, and the trunk or treat, which was on Saturday night, is located over in a community park.
In
where-
Loudoun County, Mike, we had Trump or treat.
What's Trump? Oh, Trump! Oh, like where Donald showed up.
It was a disaster.
Who wants mini Tootsie Rolls? Who wants mini Tootsie Rolls? These are fantastic. They're the best.
Mr.
They're the
President,
greatest.
don't you unwrap them before you give them out?
I had unwrapped them and I licked them. I licked them. I licked the
Mr.
little
Trump likes
Tootsie Roll.
candies
Yeah.
that have sticks in them.
They're Trumpy rolls. They're Trumpy rolls. That's what they're. So we go over there and we get the heads up, and I'm like, I had maybe an option up until we got close to it that I wouldn't have had to post.
Right.
And then at the last minute, she said, "Please come." And I'm like, when Carla says that, I'll roll along. And
Was
it
she
was
the
a
cookie
couple.
and you were the milk?
No, I didn't do that. We didn't do costumes.
No.
We ended up not. I looked like, seriously, I was wearing something because I'm fat. And if the milk, I would have worn the milk carton if the milk carton had had any height to it. But the milk carton came up like halfway.
Ah, got
see.
it.
Oh,
Got it.
yeah.
So
that's
it was
not
like a
good
little,
look.
it was like one of the school milks.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
wanted,
yeah, no,
if I was a
no,
real like
You want to be
quarter
a
milk.
quart. Yeah.
I wanted to be a quart.
Yeah, and
it was
Mike-
a single serving. Didn't work for me.
By design, school milks aren't meant to be cool.
By design, this is me. I'm 62 years old.
Right.
Those costume days have sailed. I'm sorry. I know I have a young son. He doesn't
And a
care.
young wife.
He's into she's fine. She can do whatever she wants. But
You didn't take my
so-
suggestion, Mike. Sexy milk carton.
Sexy milk carton. No, thank you. Didn't have any interest in
What
that.
about one of those glass jugs?
Like an
No.
old milk bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
when people say,
pouches.
and people will say that, what are you dressed as? I said, I'm dressed as a person who has middle age in his rearview mirror.
I'm a podcaster.
Hi, Optimus Prime. So, anywho, we go out and let me see. How many people were at the trunk or treat in my town? 1 million people.
Oh,
It's
boy.
back, baby.
Yeah,
It's back.
The
Halloween's
line,
back. Yeah, good.
the line was out to past the community center along the sidewalk, and we waited in a line, but it was fine. And then,
And because I'm vague on it, it's like people back their cars or pull their cars into a parking lot and they hand out
we
candy
used to
from
do
their
it
trunk.
when we went to a church.
Okay.
We didn't. So you go in, and when the person started handing out Jesus Saves little flyers.
Oh, they're called tracks, Mike.
with the beyond fun size, like with a piece of candy. I'm like, this is not what I anticipated. And we're walking around. I just want to get. And we are halfway through the line when the other family texts Carla and said, "Oh, sorry, we're going to be running about 20 minutes late." And that's when Carla and I, who don't know this family, went, tough. And that's it. We're not going to sit there and wait. The line is expanding exponentially, and we don't know these people.
Yeah.
This is a contemporary of Michael's. We went through the candy thing and then ran into the family who was at the end of the line. And so
That's
we didn't get a
awkward.
chance to. We Carla and Michael went by to see Michael's friend and just say hi.
Yeah. Like,
It wasn't anything
no,
pre-planned.
you're late.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
And it was quick enough where the line moved and we got through it that we were able to beat feet.
Did they run
There
out
were-
of the biblical pamphlets, or did everybody get one?
they at least they had a little candy. There were people handing out like flyers and stuff along with. It was not cool.
Okay.
And I wanted to get the hell out of it. And a lot of adults in the line that didn't have kids, and I didn't feel comfortable
Any
with that.
QR code with the Bible?
we got out of there.
So there are
And
grown-ups just hanging out?
there were these three people. One guy looked like you if you were 30 years younger.
Okay.
Or and 30 pounds lighter, or maybe 70 pounds lighter.
I'm listening.
And he had a cigar and a tuxedo. And then he was with a guy that had a Smokey Bear black hat.
Yeah.
And white face paint with a skeleton mouth.
Okay.
So I didn't know what characters they were. Some cartoon or something.
they were
I
the
don't-
jolly pedophiles.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. And they were in
Maybe
front of
Wimpy.
us. They were in front of us with one toddler with 7 adults. And it was glacial. It was moving so
Do
slowly.
you get the
and-
impression that they all gathered around one child so they could get their piece of candy?
I don't think they were collecting candy. I think they were just hanging out. People like to dress up. But I could not get out of there soon enough. And then it was home, and we knew we had the real trick or treat. My son, I don't know how to describe this. There's manic and there's manic. He was out of control all day. We let mom sleep in. I took him out to breakfast in the morning. We hung out a little bit. We drove down to the beach because he wanted to see the beach. He's so wound up. He wants to do things he's never done before. I'm swinging by and I said, "All right, Michael, we're going to head back now." But I really didn't see the beach. I said, "It really matters to you? Like it's never mattered to you before." And we finally find a
you
little
suppose
parking lot.
That's so weird?
It
Out
was
of the
all
blue.
weird. It was all weird all day long. And then with like half an hour before his friends were going to arrive at our house, he said, "I'm bored." I said, "Well, be bored.
Ah!
You have your night. You have your
Classic
night
parent
ahead."
answer.
Said, I played every game. I watched the movie. I said, "Oh, your life is so hard. I've got an idea. Go outside and paint the house."
Yeah. My dad's mom used to say, "Go sit on the floor and let your feet hang down." No one knows what that means.
Yeah, I
It's
got
funny.
you. I get
Hey,
it.
Optimus Prime liked it.
Yeah,
he
he
went
did.
into a
He's like,
karate pose.
Bing, boom.
It was so surreal. And then when people are going to arrive at 5:30, 5:45 on a Sunday,
Right.
I don't hold out expectations. Having Halloween on a Sunday, I wasn't really motivated.
Yeah, I
And
feel
then
ya.
I realized that this couple, we've been to their house and they've got twin boys, and when you're developing a friendship with people and it just slowly improves with
Yeah.
time. This is an older father with kids the same age. We have a tremendous amount in common. His wife, who is younger than he is a very smart and engaging and wonderful person to be around. And suddenly, we're heading over to the neighborhood party,
right,
and getting ready to go trick-or-treating, and I'm having a great time. And I think one of the contributing factors was COVID's kind of on the decline.
Sure.
And people were out and everybody wanted to be social. But make no mistake, if we had rolled over to this neighborhood party just with Michael and Carl and myself, it would not have been the same. Having this other couple,
that's awesome,
with their twin boys running around with Michael, and we're laughing. And then they came back, hung out for an hour or so while the kids went crazy inside. It was
great.
10.
That's great.
An absolute 10. And let me see. Other than that, I can't.
How local is the new family? Are they neighborhood? Are they like school district? Are they fairly close?
They're school district. They're probably they're 10 minutes away.
That's
over
perfect.
in another community way. But they're
town?
really same town. Yeah. And they were cool. We have a tremendous amount of common. They're chill. They have nice things to say about my son, which makes us happy.
That's awesome.
And their kids are very smart and fun to be around, and it was wonderful, and that caught me completely by surprise. All I was thinking was Optimus Prime seemed to like that too. It was
OP.
It was a surprise evening. I was my mode was
you were kind of dreading it.
With.
You were kind of dreading it. Yeah,
I was not looking forward to it at all. And then it was great. The neighborhood party was like it always is. A bunch of people standing around talking to people they know.
Yeah.
And we don't know anybody. And, I know the host. I walked over to him. I said hi, and then saw one of my neighbors that hang out at the bus stop, said a brief hello to them. And then, the guy had a spread in his driveway, had it catered. Had an open bar. It was and he had margaritas out of a little jug, which is that was a fun thing for Halloween too.
Yeah. This segment brought to you by Liquid IV. How was Michael's take on the candy? How was his haul?
Well, there's one lady in the neighborhood handing out the giant Hershey bars.
Oh,
the pounders.
God,
wow.
really?
Yeah, and there were just enough kids where it was chill.
Yeah,
and you didn't have to. And we did one section of the neighborhood, the section that has kids. I've told you time and time again, our street and many other neighborhoods around, these old people down here are choose not to be bothered with Halloween.
Yeah.
They don't put anything out. They don't care.
We must remember the pain it causes other kids. My mom tried to cancel Halloween last night, and we were over there, our Sunday tradition.
What is it with people that don't want to do it? I don't understand.
I think it reminds them that they're alone.
Yeah, I
was
kind of dreading. I ended up setting up and doing the thing last night, and
good for you.
And there was actually, I'm glad you brought up the Hershey bars. I was handing out the not the pounders, but like a full size Hershey bar. I bought I had a case of them.
That's a great give.
I had 54 of them. I handed them all out. I was shocked that we had that many trick or treaters, but
so you ran out.
I did run out about 7:45 as when I shut things down.
Did you have backup candy?
No, we've never handed out this many before. I thought I was okay
because they must have come in that 60 bar box or something like that.
It's a 36 bar box, but I had a half of a case already because
we hit one lady where Michael and his twin buddies were the last ones, which was kind of a bonus, full size Hershey bars. So I thought it's the same demarcation, but it was really
there was
cool.
A great moment about. I guess we started getting trick or treaters a little after 6,
right?
And
that makes sense.
I'll tell you a depressing story in a second, but this was funny. At about 6:30, a kid comes up my street, and we're townhouses, and they face each other, and he stands sort of central in the road, like so all the people can see him. He's dressed in a full Union Civil War suit. He's and he's got ghost makeup on. He's a Civil War ghost from the North. And he says to no one in particular, he says, "I heard someone on the street is handing out full-size Hershey bars."
Right in front of your house.
Yeah. I said, "I'm your guy. Come here." And I give him the Hershey bar, and I said, "Great costume." And I give the Hershey bar, put it in his bag, and he says, "Thank you." And I said, "Yeah, but authentic Union soldiers did not carry bags with cat faces on them.
How old was the kid?
He was probably second or third grade, but it was.
That's very
That
cool.
was the best part of my Halloween was once I got out there and started not heckling, but like talking with kids, and again, I missed it. It was great.
What about your wife? Was she with you?
No, Carrie's in Phoenix. She's on a weekend trip to Phoenix, so Halloween was entirely me this year.
She went down to party in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
for
she's visiting
Halloween.
her. Yeah, well, no, not for Halloween really, but she's just there visiting her friend Tony.
Is this
Tony
another male
with an I?
friend?
No, Tony with a Y. Tony who enjoys the company of men. So
Okay,
it's fine.
All right.
It's always a cousin or a gay friend.
It's always that, Oscar.
Wait a minute. You're upset. You're upset. You reacted way too. You reacted very intensely to
Well,
that.
no, I mean he's implying things that aren't true.
Well, I mean, how long is she gone for?
She's back today. She went Friday and she's back today. It was a long weekend. Yeah,
But
All
it
right.
wasn't a work trip.
no. Why would
Were
a teacher have a work trip?
I'm just asking.
Yeah, really. Were they going to a Halloween party?
No, I think they went to the Grand Canyon and I think they went to Sedona.
Oh, okay.
Just one of the
All
most
right.
romantic places in the world.
Anything else you want to? You don't seem to want to talk about it.
Not much to say. She put up some pictures if you'd like to see on Facebook. She saw some lovely sights. But I had to handle Halloween by myself, which was kind of weird.
Couldn't you go to Sedona as well or Phoenix?
No, I mean, it's her friend. It's her friend from high school.
Do you know this friend?
Yeah, I know. I've hung out with them before, but they're friends from high school. So, I mean, it's really not my scene.
All right, I'm just going to see what's going
Didn't she
on
just
here.
go to Colorado to see some men before her surgery?
Well, you know what? I always forget Robb's beautiful children, though.
They're great. They're great.
With his homepage. That's a great picture, Rob. I haven't seen that picture yet.
Which one?
That's
Family First.
Julia with the blonde hair in the front, and you with the NASA T-shirt. And,
that's at King's Dominion. Yeah,
Robert.
that was Father's Day. Yeah.
That just is a wonderful.
Dying
I love that
to
picture.
see them. They're going to be home soon.
I love that picture.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. But anyway,
All right.
Carrie
No, I don't
aside,
see anything. She didn't post any pictures.
She did.
I see the Chubbuck wedding, and I see you at King's Dominion.
I know because I saw them. She put up a lot of pictures. I thought. Let me see. Hold on one sec. Maybe she did it as a story.
So I'm
I
just
don't
going to
know.
rewind here as a friend.
Yeah, please.
Not as a foe.
Yeah.
Because remember, I lived in Phoenix for some time.
Right.
And it's I think better known maybe on the West Coast and Southwest, one of the best places in the world to go for Halloween.
Mike, it's the top of her page. Here, this is her. This is her with Tony right there.
Oh, I don't see it.
Sedona,
Mhm.
one of the most romantic places on earth.
Okay.
I just figured you'd maybe want to see it or go out there and hang out with her. And
Well, we just took a trip, and I didn't want to miss a day of work. It would be 2 days.
you have in the past. That has not been an issue.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it. I don't like to do it. And so, she wanted to go out and see Tony, and I said, "That's great. Go do it." She likes to travel.
Right.
She likes to travel more than I do, actually. So,
All right. Well, I don't.
Does
see
she
the
have any
pictures you're talking
girlfriends
about.
in other states?
yeah,
Okay.
she does.
All right.
Does she ever
Did she
go
have
and
a good?
visit
Have
them?
you talked to her? When was the last time you talked to her? These are the
Yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
You think it was yesterday,
Yeah.
or could it
Well,
have
we've
been the day before?
It could have been the day before, but we've been texting. She's been having a good time out there. So,
All right.
See, there's bad coverage in the Grand Canyon. So you really can't get in touch with your spouse.
she left.
We're
she,
just having
She
fun.
must have left her phone in the hotel. No, she's actually staying at Tony's house. So.
It's so sad and lonely that you're by yourself,
Mike,
sitting out in front of your
Here's
townhouse.
you really want to know
it's
what? Here's the depressing part. Okay,
It's very sad, Rob.
When you tell me, this is when it hit me. We were talking on Thursday about whether or not I was going to even turn my lights on and do.
I
Halloween,
remember
right?
you were against it.
And I said, it's such a hassle. And I said, but you know what? Our neighborhood is a pretty good neighborhood. So here's what I did. I had a plan. When Julia left for school, she didn't take all of her stuff. And Julia's not a standard child.
Mm-hmm.
And she has, in our basement, a skeleton.
Ton of stuff.
Yeah. And I said, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I got 2 folding chairs. I set them up in my driveway. I put the skeleton in one folding chair. I sat next to it, had my candy in a bowl, had some beers to hand out to the grown-ups. And I was sitting there, and you know what I said? I'm gonna make a Halloween playlist. And so I put like all the stupid Monster Mash, Thriller, Evil Woman, all these songs on my iPad, and I'm sitting out there and I'm playing my music. And because it's on an iPad, it's kind of thin sounding. It's not exactly like a high fidelity booming music. And I'm sitting there, and at about 6:15, the kids start coming. And you know what? It's kind of great because.
Whoa, wait. It's kind of great?
For a moment, it's kind of great.
Youth.
Because there's kids, and it's not like dead dark, and I'm giving them candy, and I'm talking to them, and robots transforming.
How's the thing doing it?
Oh, he's bored.
Yeah, he doesn't like the story. And
I think he's powering down. That's why I'm going to put him away now.
and you know what? And you know the young kids, they're dressed as cats and monsters and kids from Stranger Things.
What about? And are you socializing with the parents? Did you hand out drinks?
My statistics are this: I handed out 54 Hershey bars and 13 Budweisers. It was pretty good.
13?
Well, that's nice.
And my favorite thing were when I would say, "Does Dad want a beer?" and they'd look at the mom and they'd say, "No." And then,
why are you doing that?
And then the mom would walk away and I'd give him a beer anyway, and he'd take it gladly. So that was great.
Wow. Oh, that's a little misogyny there. That's a little woman hating right there.
Well,
You're angry. You're angry.
Yeah,
I can tell you're angry.
It gets to be like 7:15, 7:20, and there's not a steady stream of kids anymore. And I look around and I realize that all the kids that grew up in my neighborhood, mine included, most of them are gone. And on my strip of houses, there's maybe 5
Are
that
you
have
guys
their
going
lights
to?
on.
Are you going to downsize?
What, like move out?
Yeah, like go to get a condo or something.
No,
like that.
no, I don't want to move
No.
my stuff. Too much stuff.
Okay,
But-
just checking.
Rob may
Just
be
checking.
downsizing. Not Karen.
What does that mean?
He means
What the
that
hell is
that she's going to leave me.
that?
That's what he means.
This is a very interesting energy from you today, Rob.
So
It's
about
sad. I don't like
7:20.
the fact.
No,
that,
this was sad, and this is when I looked around.
should have gone to Jimmy's Halloween
Yes.
party.
At 7:20, I look around. It is pitch black because it's getting to be wintertime. There's the thin sounds of the Psycho score playing off of my iPad. There is no one on my street. I'm sitting alone with a beer in my driveway. It's cold.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing. And I look around. I said, if someone were to come and see this picture of me right now, sitting alone, drinking in my driveway with a skeleton,
Out of candy.
not out of candy yet.
Okay, close.
But I said, you know what? This is a disaster. This is depressing.
No, now I feel it'd be nice to him.
His kids are gone. His wife is gone.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And so Carrie puts up a picture on Facebook of her, I think at a pool, something just gorgeous, right? Because it's Phoenix and it's beautiful. And I said, hope you're having fun. I'm shivering in the driveway handing out Hershey bars to unappreciative tweens with a plastic skeleton. Seems about right.
Oh.
Wow.
She probably invited
I'm sorry.
you. She invites you.
I don't think this time she did.
That's sad.
It is
That's
sad.
a sad, depressing Halloween.
sorry.
Yeah, and so you know what?
so
And then I
sorry.
started to panic because I got down to a weird number. I got down to 3 Hershey bars. And I said, if a pack of 4 kids shows up,
Yeah.
someone's going to have to do without.
What do you do?
Were you totally alone this weekend?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rob, that sucks.
Well,
That's
no, not totally alone. The refrigerator repairman came over on Saturday.
Wasn't Twitch out at Jimmy's with like some of the listeners of the show?
Yeah,
and stuff
but
like that?
you can't go to Jimmy's and hand out candy.
You could go to Jimmy's, though.
Yeah, but you know
Did
what?
they ask you? I'm sure Twitch asked you to come by.
Well, actually, Rick Schofield invited me, and I said,
You didn't feel like it?
I didn't know. I thought I should stay home and take care of the Halloween thing.
What's
Because
tough when you're going through these, and
when you're preparing to be left by your wife of 25 years, Mike, it doesn't just happen. There's a slow build.
there's a lot of questions you don't want to
You
answer.
said you and Carrie are in a really good spot.
We are, but Oscar
Okay.
thinks differently. So we'll see
I
what
know,
happens.
I know.
I hope I'm wrong.
Me too, Oscar.
We have
Here's
to have
the
a
deal,
cocktail
Mike.
party.
Take
We have
the-
to have a cocktail
Take
party.
the over right now. Take the over. It'll be okay. Yeah.
But it's
But it started. Here's the thing. It started out pretty great. Like at 6:15 when it wasn't totally dark, and I'm handing out chocolates and handing out beers, and the people are talking to me. But when you're alone in your driveway drinking a can of beer, that's sad.
You're more social than I am. And I'm surprised that when Rick Schofield, who's from out west, they'd say, right?
California.
Yeah.
So he's out
town.
in California. He's a great listener of the show and invites you. Twitch
great
didn't invite
dresser.
you?
No, Twitch just showed up. But I was in touch with Twitch.
Yeah, but Jimmy's is like your Cheers. You can go anytime.
Well, sure, everybody knows.
Yeah, but
your
I mean,
name.
so you just weren't motivated.
No,
didn't feel like the scene.
No, it's not. It was that, and there was stuff to do at home. I mean,
What did you do? What did you do all weekend?
Well, no, Well, actually, I got a lot of stuff done on Saturday. I had to get some work done on the car. I got my booster shot.
Did you go to the Olive Garden?
I went to the Olive Garden. It was lovely.
Okay. All right. But are you okay now? You glad to be back at work?
Glad to be back at work. Glad that Carrie's coming home today. But yeah, about 8 o'clock when I'm, and also cleaning up the skeleton and folding up the chairs. It's just like, it's a drag, man,
Yeah. You should have gone just to Jimmy's and hung out.
You're right. You're right. You know what?
Yeah.
Life is paved with regrets.
I think next year you go to Jimmy's because Jimmy's has a party every year, right?
Yeah. And,
that's it.
and as long as the paperwork is signed, I'll be free to go.
Okay. I didn't say anything like that. I didn't. You caught me completely by surprise.
We didn't know she was going to Phoenix.
Well, I tried to bring it up. We had a busy bonus show. I didn't get a chance to bring it up.
Oh, before we take a break here, hold on a second. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun a little bit. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to say, so the kids come back, and I think the twins dumped their candy out, and they were leaving behind candy they don't like. And
what don't they like?
Boy, there were a lot of chocolate candy. They
I was
like
going to say,
fruit.
yeah, the kids now, they like
kids
sour.
that age like sour fruit candy. And I look over, and there is an open bag of Funyuns. Someone, God love him, had handed Funyuns out on Halloween. Funyuns!
Wow.
Hi, John Harris. Funyuns. I know you love Funyuns. Isn't that a great taste treat?
I think one of the worst things we ever saw the kids get was little containers of gelatin. And not even like brand name Jell-O gelatin, just like a little. It almost looked like a Jell-O shooter, but it was
like
Jell-O.
a little Jell-O packet.
Yeah, that was a pretty good thing to hand out.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I had a lady in the neighborhood hand out 1 pound blocks of chocolate. There you go. Now we can take a break. Funyuns. And here's the thing about the fun. They were open and had been eaten by one of the twins.
No,
and I looked over and I said, Austin, you like it? Yeah, I love Funyuns. I said, you rock. Yeah. Fantastic.
Come to my
Halloween.
house this year. I'll be handing out alimony.
That's exciting. I said nothing. We will come back with the homepage. You, ladies and gentlemen, are listening to the Michael Mayer Show.
If you missed the latest bonus show, you missed a lot.
Is Mike prickly?
I was the woman that was after the bad boy.
Yes. I've always said French food is the best food.
I was married to a man.
Winslow, for the love of God, shut up!
Oh my God, it's a sexual tension situation.
Did you have the smoked brisket, Dan?
No, I had the barbacoa.
The TMOS bonus show is your only chance to get that 5th hour of laughs, and it's sent to your device every Friday. Try a week, a month, or splurge for an entire year subscription. Your support keeps that comedy train chugging. Click the bonus show banner, get a subscription, and start laughing now. It's all at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
I got a question. It's there was an echo on that whole bonus show like that. Was that just the promo?
That processes the promo, yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to our program brought to you by.
Just because the effects are there doesn't mean you have to use them.
Just odd. I want to talk about Tommy John. The end of the year starts now, and now it's a mad dash to the new year. While most people call it the holiday season, Tommy John wants you to know it's also softness season. So soft. Go hard on the to-do list, but try to go easy on yourself. Start with a new pair of Tommy John's men's underwear. Tommy John men's underwear has breathable, lightweight, moisture-wicking fabric with 4 times the stretch of competing brands. They're so comfortable and good-looking, you can and you will be wearing them anywhere. That's why Tommy John doesn't have customers, they have fanatics. I love wearing my Tommy John underwear because it makes me feel cool and dry and comfortable all day long.
They're the best.
They're extraordinary. You should get Tommy John too. And remember, it's all backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free, guarantee. I have to tell you this. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/TMOS. That's TommyJohn.com/TMOS for 20% off. TommyJohn.com/TMOS. See their site for details, and you'll love them as much as we do.
From the 4 corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
This is the homepage, ladies and gentlemen, and we start once again with Alec Baldwin. This was just weird when I saw this. Alec Baldwin on Saturday spoke to reporters who had been following him in his car. He didn't raise his voice or throw a single punch. Alec and his family have been laying low in New England since the death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the set of the movie Rust. They're in Manchester, Vermont, in that area this weekend. He actually pulled over to the side of the road with his family in the car and held an impromptu press conference.
How did this make you feel? Because when I saw it, it made me feel, I think it made me feel sympathy for him.
I felt that he looked like he'd been through it.
Yeah.
I felt like his wife was a little overbearing.
Yeah.
But I think they were in a moment of stress, and I think they were kind of freaked out that they were being followed by reporters. His wife's name is Hilaria, and she recorded everything on her phone as well. Alec was a little testy, but he let everyone ask their questions. He refused to answer anything about the incident itself, citing the ongoing investigation, which is totally legit. But he called Hutchins a friend and said they were part of a very, very well-oiled crew. He also said he's in constant contact with Hutchins' husband, and he's very worried about him and the couple's son. After several minutes answering questions, he asked that the reporters stop following them because his kids were crying in the car. And it was kind of, it was odd, it was uncomfortable, it was sad. I
He's
think
been through it with the media so many times in the past.
Well, it's a lot of it's his own doing.
I know
that he
this is true, but I
when
wonder
he shouldn't engage. But
I wonder if this is, although he came off as a sympathetic figure when I watched it, at least to me. I'm
It
wondering.
did to me too.
I'm
to a
wondering
degree.
if it was a play on his part, to just sort of diffuse it.
You know what I got from it, Rob, and this might not be the angle you're looking at it. I got a little unhinged.
You know what? That I'm not inclined to disagree with that.
He and his wife, I think, put too much stock in at that level of celebrity. I think it's important for them to just go internal and just shut it all out.
Yeah, but he it's like he almost can't.
Crisis management.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he is, he is
pay someone to wrangle you.
He is something that we don't have a lot of. He's a movie star. There used to be more of him, but he really is a movie star.
And he looked like hell. I mean, it looked like he'd really been through it. So, to be continued, I suppose. Now, remember last week when Olivia Rodrigo was on Jimmy Kimmel Live and said President Biden gave her a shoehorn?
Yeah, we talked about it in the dumpster.
Remember that?
Yeah,
in the dumpster during her White House visit. Well, it turns out it was actually an ice cream scoop, and which to me is a lot better than a shoehorn. It really is. But she's and she blamed the misunderstanding on her mom.
There's nothing to say you can't use one for the other, though.
If you're
it'd
that
be very
famous,
painful to.
I meant scooping ice cream with a shoehorn.
If you're that famous, you're not looking through those gift bags.
No.
Yeah.
Like someone just be like, "Hey, here's some free Ray-Bans." Oh, you're gonna give it to your sister.
Well, Olivia says, "What? No iPad?
Yeah,
Bye.
no iPad.
See ya.
Thank you. Ciao."
Olivia said, "Quote." Thank you to my mom who told me this President Biden ice cream scoop was a shoehorn and let me repeat it on national television. I mean, we all thought a shoehorn would be such an odd gift, but considering Biden's age, we thought, okay, we can get it, but we didn't question it. However, after looking at the photo of Olivia, it's clearly an ice cream scoop. Sorry, Olivia, you're old enough to know what that is. You should have known better. It's your fault.
See
That's the way
Biden
I look
saying,
at it.
"It wasn't a shoehorn.
It wasn't, no.
Well,
It was a scoop."
It's bad for his narrative, right? Just his overall optics. And I forgave him because I was like, well, maybe an assistant ran to the shop and said, "Oh,
Right.
we'll just put one of these in here and move on with life."
Throw a shoehorn in there. Sorry. It's
Olivia, I gave you a handful of hard candy. It's unwrapped.
These are presidential Werthers.
Don't you like these? These taste like butterscotch.
There you go. Rob's doing his President Biden right there.
Sucks.
All right, here we go. You're gonna Oscar. Get ready for this.
I'm ready,
one.
baby.
Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson.
Yes.
Hey!
Were seen holding hands on a roller coaster at Knott's Scary Farm on Friday.
Maddie Masiello called this when she was here.
Yeah.
She said, "Big energy." Remember.
I don't think she said it. I think she used the initials. Give her a little bit
I'll
of
give
credit.
her full credit because we didn't see it coming.
Right.
And she called it.
So to speak.
And if you look at the body count on this Pete Davidson character, let me tell you.
Amazing.
He's our modern day
guy.
Errol Flynn.
He is.
Unreal. But
straight.
Apparently, they're nothing more than friends. Keyword apparently.
Yeah.
More importantly, Pete, share your secret, man. Friends, know the guy's always seen with these babes. But they were out with Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker. That sounds like a double date, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A friend said, quote, they hang in the same circles.
No, I saw them holding hands on TMZ.
That's
It's
true.
something.
Yeah,
So they will be together from time to time. It's just friends hanging out. Sure.
They said, Pete,
sure it is.
are you going to
Right.
Knott's Berry Farm? He said, okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. Pete Davidson. Starting today, the McRib is back at McDonald's locations nationwide for a limited time. It's actually the 40th anniversary of the McRib. How about that? It's
gross.
everywhere. You're going to see this on every newscast in the world. It first debuted in 1981, same year I graduated college. And it was a huge
because
flop.
you graduated college, Mike.
They put
created
it out in my honor. Michael's graduation.
They made
rib.
Crown Royal for the Queen, and they
Right.
made the McRib for you.
Exactly. McDonald's is also releasing the McRib NFT, which is a non-fungible token where you can own an exclusive digital representation of the McRib.
Big deal.
If you're still hazy on what NFTs are, join the club. Just ask that NFT friend we all have. Well, we have Oscar.
Yeah.
They're releasing 10 NFTs.
10?
But they aren't auctioning them off. They'll be giving them away on Twitter beginning today. Well, isn't that special?
I think the problem with the McRib is and remains the fact that it has pickles on it. You don't want pickles on that.
I think it's Steve Bridges, our
Very
Iowa
excited.
guy. He loves them. The captain really, really loves that. Tropicana. We don't want to leave all these corporations out in the wind. Tropicana is releasing a limited edition toothpaste, which supposedly doesn't ruin orange juice. They say it offers, quote, maximum OJ flavor protection. I smell chemicals all over this.
Oh, my God.
A spokesperson for Tropicana said, it does not include sodium lauryl sulfate as an ingredient. That's a cleaning agent prevalent in toothpaste that contributes to the bitter aftertaste from brushing your teeth with toothpaste and then drinking OJ. Unfortunately, the toothpaste isn't for sale yet. Instead, they're launching some kind of social media campaign where you can enter for a chance to win some. I'll pass, thank you.
No, like Bing Crosby says, Minute Maid orange juice is better for your health.
Oranges are different than that. You're just like Hope and Crosby. Try some of this Bing ice cream.
All my teeth fell out.
There you go. Oh, man. I got that bitter taste drinking orange juice. Get over here, Nathaniel. I'm going to slap you silly. The details
you can't
will
brush
be...
teeth that have been knocked out.
Oh, sorry about that. That's the family I didn't beat. The details will be announced today on Tropicana's social media. Okay, whatever. I don't care.
Boo.
I don't care. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a very serious something.
So, Oscar, no goofing.
No goofing.
Jim Bob Duggar,
Hey!
of 19 and counting fame, is re-entering the political arena. Yes, sirree.
They just won't stay away. They won't.
Thank God.
He announced via social media his plans to run for Arkansas State Senate. Here's the quote. I am honored to announce my candidacy for Arkansas State Senate District 7, Northwest Arkansas. It is my lifelong home. It's where my wife Michelle and I have raised our 20 children. Had to get that in there, of course. Now more than ever, we need a bold voice that is pro-family, pro-business, pro-gun, and pro-life. He added, it's time for conservatives to demand courageous leadership that puts Arkansas families, jobs, and our constitutional liberties first. I look forward to being your voice in the Arkansas State Senate. Josh will emphasize his pro-life stance by getting a dozen of his supporters pregnant by just shaking their hands. There you go. Thank you very much.
He can be pro-gun and pro-family. What he should be is prophylactic.
Did it say Josh at the end of this story? Let me see this.
Yeah, you meant to say Jim Bob, didn't you?
Yeah, but they put Josh there, and, I just cut and paste. But anywho, that's it. Jim Bob.
Jim Bob. Bob Jim.
Shake her hand. Get her pregnant. We'll be right back, everybody.
Checking in live from the deck of the Jack Tar.
Do you know that Pony has something peculiar and unexpected in his car at all times?
So I got an inflatable fishing kayak.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I never thought I'd get a gone fishing from this guy.
Not like going down the pond chasing bluegills or tommycocks.
You don't even eat them?
I mean, I don't want to eat a dirty Fairfax fish.
Bad fish.
I'll eat like flounder if I'm like surf fishing in Virginia Beach.
Caught you a delicious bass.
This shark will swallow you whole.
Whether you're the skipper on the deck of the Jack Tar or the SS Caballito.
Small horse.
The Mike O'Mara Show Shopping Center has everything you need for your next fishing expedition.
1 case of apricot brandy. Cafe, Iranian caviar, and don't forget the color TV.
Click the banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and as we say on the high seas,
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Thanks, Kevin Quinn. We appreciate it. This portion of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by one of my favorite products that I have personal experience with that I think you're going to love. It's called the Relief Band.
Yes.
I was talking to our friends last night that came over for Halloween and talking about charter fishing trips, which is the last time I took a Relief Band and put it on my wrist and avoided nausea. It's fantastic. Do you know 1 in 3 Americans suffer from it? And all of them hate it, if you can relate. You've got to check out Relief Band. Relief Band is the #1 FDA-cleared anti-nausea wristband that has been clinically proven to relieve and prevent nausea and vomiting associated with motion sickness, like I was talking about, anxiety, migraines, hangovers, morning sickness, chemotherapy, and so much more. It's 100% drug-free. It's non-drowsy, 0 side effects, and the technology was originally developed over 20 years ago in hospitals. I don't know how they do it, but man, does it work. It stimulates a nerve in the wrist that travels to the part of the brain that controls nausea. Then it blocks the signal that your brain is sending to your stomach. I'm going to tell you about my own personal experience out on the water. As I've gotten older, I've become more sensitive to the role of the ocean.
Yeah.
And not only would I have a little nausea out there, when I would get back from being out on the water, I would still have that rolling sensation.
It, yeah.
Now, I don't know if they want me saying that it controls that, but all I know is I got off the boat and nothing. It was fantastic. As you're getting ready to take that autumn road trip or hopping on that bumpy hayride at the apple orchard, or you're just anxious about heading back to the office, we've got a good news for you. Right now, Relief Band has an exclusive offer just for TMOS listeners. If you go to reliefband.com and use promo code TMOS, you'll receive 20% off. I cannot tell you how effective this product is. It's fantastic. Free shipping's included, a no questions asked 30-day money-back guarantee. So head to RELIEFBAND.com. That's reliefband.com, and use our promo TMOS. That's the name that you want to use. That's the code TMOS for 20% off plus free shipping. I really get excited about it because
it's a great thing.
I didn't know when I'd had a little too much day and popped it on when I'd had been a little overserved.
Yes.
And it worked then, but I didn't know whether it would work for sure when I got out on the water, and it did. And you should try it too. It's really, really fantastic.
Pete Davidson should wear one on that roller coaster.
Of love.
Yeah.
Let me just say a big thank you, speaking of another fine sponsor, to Miranda at Sleep Number Beds, who
look at this.
worked with us and really helped us with the friends and family discount that they offer to some people at Sleep Number. It was wonderful. I was in the Sleep Number store last Thursday when I contacted, I think my wife contacted you, Oscar.
Hot call.
And said, get Robb Spiewak on this right away.
Yes.
And then I realized that he got on it right away when I called him Friday evening, I believe it was. And he told me he had forgotten to send anything to Sleep Number.
I thank you for reminding me, though.
Yes, you did. I appreciate that. But it's did you know that, Oscar?
No, I didn't know he forgot.
Well, no.
Yeah. He blew it off.
I did not blow it off. This is not true. What happened is I got in touch with Carla on Thursday afternoon and got the information I needed. And I didn't have my contact information at the office. I had it at home. And when I got home, I own this. It did slip my mind. But when you reminded me, I sent the email out Friday night. I heard back from them Friday night. And then amazingly, you beat me to it. I mean, I thanked everyone for their help. And
well, it's always nice. It's always nice to support a multi-year advertiser.
Wait, they're the best.
You heard back from them on Friday night?
Friday late night, they said, yeah, we're looping in these people and we will get back to you.
Okay, but they didn't give you a affirmative answer.
No, but it was in motion on Friday night. And then on Sunday,
listen, I live by a rule of thumb. If Mike asks for something, we got to do it right away.
Right.
If Carl asks for something, we have to do it right away.
As I said, I'm really sorry it slipped my mind. I am, but
I know why it slipped your mind.
Okay, why? Because my wife is leaving me?
It's something for me.
No, it's not that at all. Are you kidding?
Now this text makes so much more sense. And for those of you not in Whoville, I get a hot text from Mike yesterday saying, we all did. It was a group text saying, we're taken care of. Thank you, but no thank you.
The lady at the place was incredible.
Yeah, but it was it was a dig to Rob. And it all makes sense because I didn't know he forgot.
She laughed about it, and I forwarded that to you guys. She said, give Rob a hard time. So consider it done. I gave Rob a hard time.
Done.
I'm
sorry, Carla.
I'm sorry,
That's why you called me.
Yeah.
And now, Rob, I get it now.
Right.
So sorry.
Well, but
you know what? It killed me, Mike, that it slipped my mind. It honestly did. I just so horrible.
I am delighted that I am able to patronize one of our fine advertisers and more importantly, the product. And really, I hate to say it, but they've been with us for a long time. And when you get something you love, which I do, and I have, put my hard-earned money into a Sleep Number bed multiple times, and they are worth it.
I think they're our longest-running sponsor.
I think they might be.
Stamps is right behind them, but I think Sleep Number is the top of the list right there.
Fine. So it's that's over. I want to thank her and say down here in Estero, Florida,
I'm sorry.
I really appreciate it.
I am sorry. I'm sorry.
I passed it along to the wrong person.
This is not acceptable, as Dan O'Brien would say.
There you go. But anyway, so I talk about how much I adore my wonderful little Boston Terrier, Winslow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I am capable of handling a dog mess whenever there's a dog mess. So if I have to clean up poop, I'm fine with that. What I cannot handle is dog puke.
Okay.
If a dog eats something, and anybody that has dogs, you've seen them poop, you've seen them pee, you've seen them upchuck. They do that.
Hey,
that's what dogs do.
Does Frankie ever have urinary mistakes in the house?
Every kind of mistake is one time or another has been for both dogs. When Winslow was a puppy, by and large now,
well, Frankie is incontinent because of his age.
Right now, the doors are open. We're sitting there. They're chilling out on the couch. They're sedate and they're fine like that. But over the weekend, Winslow had a little problem. So I hate that I do this because I think you should do some heavy lifting as a spouse. But unfortunately, when there's like, Carla, please, and I act like a wimp. And I go, please clean that up. It's grossing me out. I'll be 5 feet away from him. I go, please clean that up. I can't touch it. I can't touch it. So yesterday, Winslow, who loves to live in my lap, comes up and, hello, sweetie, hello. He jumps on my lap within the same 1 second motion of jumping on my lap, jumps up, hits my lap, and just goes, and barfs right on my leg into my crotch. So it's going on. And I was just like, oh, it burns.
Does he have a history of bulimia in the family?
I don't know what it was,
but
you
should get him a relief band.
You need 4.
It was a little doggy relief band. Put it on his paw. Put him on his paw there like that. It was gross. And I didn't know what to do. So I get my Costco baby wipes out.
This is a go-to for you. You use these all the time.
Carla gets this is how much of a pig I am. Carla gets the paper towels and cleans me up, and then I do a deep dig on my baby wipes, and we're getting ready for the friends to come over for Halloween. I said, well, I'm all set to go, and Carla turns around, looks at me, and goes, you gonna wear the shorts with the dog barf on them? I said I clean them up. I clean them up thoroughly. Sure, why not? It's Florida. We're all chilled out here. I changed.
Good.
I changed my shorts.
I'm curious, Oscar,
like you don't have other shorts.
I have plenty of other shorts.
This is my
just
one
feel
pair
like
of
Halloween
shorts. Are you would you be more freaked out by poop or puke?
I don't want neither affect me, though it is Shannon's job. Like, that is her duty in the house.
It is so foul. I cannot stand
I think that the poop is so much worse because the puke there's a definite odor to the poop.
I pick up poop every day. It's my job. I take a bag out into the yard and I pick up.
Yeah, but it's
whether
different
it's
in the
solid
wild.
Tootsie Rolls or it's squiggly wiggly.
In the wild, it's different though because it's air.
Shannon actually prefers to pick it up because she wants to know what made him sick. I just cleaned it up. I don't care. Move on with life.
I just want it to be away. I want it to go away, and I did change the shorts. And it's
will
just
you launder
vomit.
them?
Oh no, I'll wear them today.
It's dried.
It's dry.
No big deal.
They'll be fine.
What
Dogs are wonderful.
What makes him puke?
I don't really know. It's getting it. Carla feeds them like bully sticks and leathered pig's ears and everything
but those are dog
disgusting.
food. That's dog food.
Yeah.
Human food makes Santo sick, and I'd give him too much of that.
He might have gotten into some Halloween candy, but there was no chocolate in there that I saw.
Circus
it was basically
peanuts?
dog food. Circus peanuts. No, I'm sorry. You know what it was? I figured out. He got into the tequila. He got into
Every time.
some serious tequila.
It'll get you every time.
No, that was Daddy.
We're hydrating today.
Thanks to the neighbor for having the big bulb full of margaritas. That was fun. We'll take a break and we'll come back with more fun. You, ladies and gentlemen, have the delight of listening to the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey gang, it's Twitch in the kitchen. Now that it's full-on fruitcake season, we're gearing up in the TMOS commercial bakery to start cranking out these delicious Robb Spiewak's signature fruitcakes. And today I want to introduce you to our newest TMOS Keebler elf that'll be helping us do all the baking in the big hollowed-out oak tree. It's legendary AC/DC lead guitarist Angus Young. Angus brings that great rock star energy to the kitchen that'll really help us crank out these incredible fruitcakes this year. Ooh, baby! Problem is, Angus is only about 3.5 feet tall, and Rob's already stepped on him 4 times. I got 9 lives! More brown sugar, Angus! Hells bells, go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and order your fruitcake today. They're only available for a limited time, so get them now or you'll miss out for another entire year. Rob, you're standing on Angus again.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by these MD hearing aids. Ladies and gentlemen, I got it right this time. I know what I'm doing. Do you constantly turn up the TV? I do. Do you need closed captioning on when you stream a TV show? Hello. Forget about it. All you need is the MD hearing aid. MD hearing aid is an FDA-registered, rechargeable hearing aid that costs a fraction of what typical hearing aids cost. Their Volt Plus model are just $299.99 each when you buy a pair. Rechargeable, water-resistant, and no prescription or doctor's appointment needed. You buy it directly from them with audiologists and licensed hearing specialists available 7 days a week. MD Hearing Aid offers a 45-day risk-free trial with a 100% money-back guarantee. So you can buy with confidence. Walter W. says that MD Hearing Aids are just as good as his $4,000 hearing aids, and I can't wait to get mine. It's time to reclaim your life from hearing loss. Go to mdhearingaid.com and use promo code TMOS to get their buy one, get one, $299.99 each offer. Plus, they are adding a free extra charging case. That's a $100 value just for our listeners. So head to mdhearingaid.com and use our promo code TMOS or call them 833-773-1149. Let me say that louder. 833-773-1149.
Still like that joke.
Thank you. All right. When I sometimes I bury something deeper in the show that I'm worried about talking about, and this is that. But I would have led with it because it's top of mind. There is an anchor woman on the local Fox affiliate here who has done something to her face that it has intrigued me, and now it's gone beyond intrigue. Where I love it. I don't know why I love it. I can't describe why I love it, but it's the Fox affiliate. I think her name may be Lisa Greenberg.
You think?
And,
yeah, I'm sure.
And she does this thing with her eyebrows that Carla informs me is the new thing that a lot of young people do, where she almost airbrushes no, not airbrush. That's the wrong word. She almost blow dries her eyebrows upward so that they are not only thicker, but they're fuller, but they're a little wispy.
Oh, I see.
And I am completely and totally captivated by this look. I don't know what it is. There is not a morning that I flip on the TV where I don't. What are you laughing at? What the hell are you laughing at? There's not a morning.
I can't
see either one of those. Right. I can't see it. Maybe it's the wrong. It's Fox.
No, if Lisa
36. Let me see. Yeah, that's her. There she is. Yeah. Hi. Anyway, that's her. That's her. Yeah.
She's got very, very striking features.
Now, what do you mean? But she's got uncomfortable with that.
No. She's got a wonderful smile and big eyes.
It's probably
definitely your type, Rob. Definitely your type. But the thing about it, it's just I remember
Does
the
she
first
leave
time
every weekend for trips with other men.
Get it? Because Carrie hates me and she's going to divorce me, and I'll be penniless on a street.
She is. It's just. Are there any anchor people in the DC market? Or are there any people you've seen out and about that are doing that?
Yeah, Leon Harris does it.
Leon Harris, that's the best. All he has to do. That's all he has to do every day. And he thrives.
You have been, and this is actually fantastic observation here.
Look at my eyes.
Traditionally, I guess the trend has been for like almost penciled in eyebrows.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. So if that is,
but I mean, they've never been big. I always thought they were like a little trimmed a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
So they're trimmed, but some of them are just penciled in, or even tattooed, depending on.
It's a drawn-on eyebrow, Dave.
If you go back, there was in the 30s and 40s, heavier eyebrows were a thing. Joan Crawford was big with big.
Yeah,
eyebrows.
but those were different. Those were big, heavy, drawn-on, thick.
Groucho Marx.
Eyebrows.
Maybe you're not. Maybe this is you probably, when you were growing up, this pencil thin eyebrow look was not something
they're called brushed up brows. I found it.
Yeah, it was not something that was like something that you understood and felt like it was a norm.
Mm-hmm. It's basically a look that makes your eyebrows stand straight in a way that gives it a feathered look.
Yes.
Do you think
a feathered end, rather?
Is she seeing Trevor Adams in the meteorology department?
No, she's married.
You mean the guy with the big hair?
She's got kids.
Okay.
The guy with the pompadour.
What's
the deal with all these anchors with the pompadour hair now? I hate that. As much as I love the eyebrows, I hate that. Of course you like it. You really like that look?
Yeah, because that's the look of a winner.
That's not. There's a guy with a high forehead that has one of those pompadours, and he seriously looks like a cone head.
His name is Oscar Zabias.
You don't have a pompadour. You got a little bit up there. You got a little bit up there. So it's a feather. It's very natural. It's okay. This is when you know it's bad. It's very naturally looking.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's what I was trying to
It's
get
very
at.
English as a fourth language.
Yeah,
but it's a natural look. It's not the pencil eyebrow, which is clearly styled.
And
right?
I can't do it because when I get my hair cut now, they don't even ask me anymore. They just trim my eyebrows.
Oh yeah.
They just.
All right, let me make sure if they can see me. All right,
we can see you. God damn it. We can see you. There you go. Right. Yeah.
That's the look I'm talking about.
It's a natural look.
That's not the actual anchor though.
No, that's not.
See, for me, that look
is. There was a bad day today.
That look for me is a little too much eyebrow.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But I don't mind it. I think it's a very
What is Carla
rocking?
I've really never looked at your wife that way.
She does not rock the brushed eyebrow.
If you brush them wrong, do you always look surprised? It's the news.
Do you like the anchor? Do you like the anchor?
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a very interesting look. Let me see if there's any more information.
Interesting
on this.
You would find that. Like that detail.
Well, the amazing thing is that if Mike ever met Lisa Greenberg, he'd be staring at her eyebrows, and she said, "My eyes are right here."
Bring it down half an inch.
Yeah. Quit staring at my eyebrows.
Wait, I'm sorry. Half an inch would be odd. Then it'd be up like her hairline or something like that. how to master the brushed up eyebrow trend, how do the brushed up brow trend for fall, why brushed up brows is the beauty trend, I'll never abandon, how to get brushed up eyebrows, L'Oreal. Oh my God, it's everywhere.
It's
the
a thing.
latest
Mike,
eyebrow trends for 2021.
You're at the forefront of
Saw it
a
early.
thing that's happening right now.
Yeah,
Right.
just like The
happening in
Rock.
real time, right?
See, there you go. The oldest guy on the show, and I'm cutting edge with women's cosmetic fashion.
If The
There you
Rock
go.
did the brushed up eyebrows, I'd myself.
Whoa.
That's that's 2 in 1. Leon Harris and my eyes are right here. That is so. That's it. I just thought keep your eyes peeled
So to speak.
because if it
I'll make a mental note.
if it's TV people, maybe it's going to work its way. And I think it's good that an anchor down here is following the latest fashion
Of
trends.
course.
I think that's exciting.
Pony,
what I mean?
you've got some time. Why don't you look into getting this done to yourself?
Oh, absolutely. This would be great.
No one invited you to talk.
Haven't seen them overwhelmingly out and about though, right?
No.
You haven't
No,
seen
they're
that
not. I
kind
haven't
of,
seen them in the wild, at least in DC.
No.
How are Shannon's eyebrows? Does she do it a little bit, or what?
I think she has thinner eyebrows.
She has thinner eyebrows?
I really haven't looked at my wife in that way in some time.
Oh dear, that's sad. That's sad. And you're giving him a hard time for Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, she's
what if
not
Carrie
leaving
comes
on the
back?
weekends.
What if Carrie comes back from Phoenix with brushed up eyebrows?
No,
What do
Carrie
you
will come
think
back
then?
from Phoenix with her eyebrows pointed down in an angry look.
I'm back.
Are you picking her up at the airport today?
That's what she thinks.
Okay, whatever.
No, of
We gotta
course I
take a
am. She
break.
gets in at 8.
All right, good.
I'll be at the airport with a sign that says "Love of my life."
You should.
Okay, I will.
Really,
How about
you really
that?
should.
And on the other side,
Yes.
right? Don't leave me.
Thank
But
you.
at the airport, that everyone has that sign because they don't want anyone to leave.
Yeah.
Don't go. Come back.
Should we come down the escalator, go back up the escalator? We'll take a break. Come back with the dumpster after this.
Hi, this is Jim Amato.
And this is Twitch.
And we're out road tripping. And when we're not coming up with lousy ideas for promos and seeing the sights of this great country, we're listening to the TMOS Bonus Show.
That's right, Jim. The minutes just melt away when we're listening to our favorite show.
It's our way to get a fix on naughty words like and
your mother.
And how can they get the TMOS Bonus Show, Twitch?
Well, internet,
TikTok, Bitcoin. So go to MikeO'MaraShow.com. Click that banner and have fun on your next road trip today.
We'll see you on the road.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
They got pulled over by Sheriff Justice.
This is right.
Welcome
Buford
back.
T. Justice.
Buford T. Justice. This portion of our program brought to you by Rothy's. Looking good and feeling great just got easier thanks to Rothy's. Their innovative approach to shoe design. Everything Rothy's makes is better for the planet. And you got to start thinking about that.
Of course.
Remember, please take care of our planet. Rothy's men's shoes are knit with 100% recycled materials. That is important. You got to they're cutting edge. You got to pay attention to that more now than ever.
Yes.
Even the sneaker laces are made from plastic water bottles. No wonder Rothy's best-selling men's shoe, the driving loafer in navy, gets a 5-star review from almost every customer. How great are they? Robb has bailed on his Birkenstocks for his Rothy's.
This
They're
is true.
unbeatable, beautifully comfortable, classic styles, easy to clean, sustainable. I thought you were going to lift your body up and show your feet again. If that wasn't enough, Rothy's just launched their first ever collection of accessories for men: wallets, carry bags, card cases. Rothy's has all your everyday carry essentials, and Rothy's wallets are fully machine washable, just like their shoes. Rothy's is doing something special. They gave us the chance to share this super rare opportunity with our listeners for a limited time. Right now, you can get $20 off your first purchase at rothys.com/TMOS. That's ROTHYS.com/TMOS. Head to rothys.com/TMOS to find your new favorites and do it today, ladies and gentlemen.
it.
Let's open up the dumpster.
I wonder who's
and,
in there.
Take a peek inside right now.
Howdy, this is Granny. Tell Mr. Drysdale Granny sent you.
Irene Ryan.
Very much alive. Very
Yes.
alive and kicking.
She's 26 years old this year.
One of us all makeup. Granny is not dead.
Oh, my Mike.
Thin eyebrows.
I hate to tell you this, but her and her eyebrows both live in the dumpster.
Yep,
Sorry to
she's
say.
an artifact.
All right, so here's the thing. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it always messes with my head every year because they do it, everyone talks about it, and then they don't show it on HBO for like a month. And so you don't get to see the performance.
The whole turnaround time is
slow.
Obnoxious.
Is it out now? Officially
out? Well, they did it this weekend, and the only thing that's out is like cell phone video. And by the way, I sent you all, I remembered, I sent you a picture of me depressed in my driveway with the skeleton. So if you want to look at your phone, you can see that. But there's some cell phone video out.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I got to bring this to the camera.
I took that when I realized that I am a disaster at that very moment. Yeah.
There. You look very bright-eyed, though. There you are. I'm looking at it. Oh, my God. There
with my skeleton.
Is.
All right. So one thing that was pretty cool is Jay-Z was inducted this year. And as a surprise, Dave Chappelle came out and spoke on his behalf. No one was expecting this. Was pretty cool. So here's Dave Chappelle, cell phone video that someone snuck out of their Hall of Fame.
I would like to apologize that I was It's an incredible honor to induct this next man into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I need everybody in rock and roll to know that even though you are honoring him, he's ours.
You know what? Okay, that's enough. I don't want to hear that audio anymore. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But you know, he's ours.
He's ours.
Chappelle is so completely on it and so aware, and so that's what makes him great, is that he says the stuff that's on people's minds,
right?
And he addresses the elephant in the room unapologetically, and that's fantastic. He's just a cool guy. I love Chappelle. I'm such a fan.
Now I'm going to say something that you're not going to expect me to say.
Okay.
Paul McCartney, stop it.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
The Foo Fighters were also inducted, and it was very sweet that Paul came out and sang Get Back with them. Right. And I've seen Paul off and on in concert many times since 1989. And up until the most recent show, I said, God, he still sounds great. Paul, you don't sound great anymore. You have all the money.
No. Wow.
Stop. I'm curious if they're going to overdub this when they show it on HBO, but listen to Paul's voice. It's just not there.
It does sound like weak voice.
Sounds a little squeaky.
And you know what? He was so great. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Don't embarrass yourself, Paul. Don't do it anymore.
You really think so, that he's doing it?
It's just a bad night.
If it's a bad night, maybe. You know what? I heard bootlegs from the last show I saw that I went back and checked. I said, you know what? He didn't sound quite right. And I went back. He doesn't sound quite right. But then he's 1,000 years old. You know what? He doesn't need it anymore.
I was listening to, I think, the 80s channel on Sirius. And, even broadcasters. I know Nina Blackwood.
Oh, my God. It's amazing how bad she sounds.
But no one addresses it. Does she have a throat issue?
I don't know.
It just doesn't sound like, she always had that kind of,
yeah, but they do a great thing. They do, on the 70s station, they run the old Casey Kasem countdowns. But then they do the VH1 or the MTV VJ countdowns.
Right.
And Mark Goodman sounds good. Alan Hunter sounds good. And she comes on and is like, here's one. Seriously, it's really hard to take.
And by the way, if she has some medical issue, my apologies.
Yeah.
But I tried to do a deep dive on that, and there are a million people. You know, when you try to get legitimate information,
you can't get it.
And what you get is a thread of people complaining about it. Some people are insanely insensitive. I'm just trying to find out if she had a medical condition.
But to be
That's
fair,
what I wanted to know.
Nina Blackwood's eyebrows look fantastic.
Brush up.
Yes.
Brush up, baby. Thank you very much.
They look wispy. Okay, remember when Tinder came out and everyone's saying, hey, this is great. I'm going to find myself a boyfriend, find myself a girlfriend. Now, Mike, there's Paw Mates.
Ooh.
Paw Mates is Tinder for dogs.
Well, it's very similar to Tinder. You swipe right on a person and they've swiped right on you. Then it starts a chat.
Swipe on this.
I thought to myself that it would be great if we could find him some other playmates that were sort of more his speed.
It's fabulous. I think it's such a fantastic way for the dogs to get together, socialize, and then for people.
The second voice was actually his dog.
That had to be done in New York. That had to be in New York.
Course,
I just got a New York. Was it New York City?
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Now, Mike, remember the embarrassing mom who screamed, make good choices?
Oh, yeah, I have her. Look, I've got it right here.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Where is it? There it is.
Make good choices!
There it is. I love that.
She strikes again.
Embarrassing my 12-year-old son. I'm bringing him lunch to school. Mama! Son! I brought you lunch. Come on. Come sit down. Come on, Mama. Yeah, I
What is she doing it through the car?
Yes. I love that when she drives up, she's on a PA system saying, "I'm bringing him lunch. I'm bringing him lunch." You don't see the car, but in my mind, it's the Bluesmobile with the big speaker on top.
Right. Exactly. And the kid's name is Philip?
I think so, yeah.
Philip.
All right, let's close with this. We didn't get a chance to talk about it last week or this week, but Facebook is now Meta.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Mark Zuckerberg does. He thinks you're going to have a great experience.
Experience.
That's what I took away from the 19-minute video he put out.
Make good choices!
And also, not for nothing, before we close it, if you look really carefully at the Zuckerberg video, on his shelf he has a bottle of barbecue sauce. Don't know why.
There you go.
There you go.
The richest men in America.
Spin it, Mike.
Make good choices!
Close
There
up
we
that
go.
dumpster.
That's it. Experiences.
Make good choices.
Very much. All right, everybody. Remember what I said. Brush those eyebrows
Yes.
up today. Thank you very much. Want to see those posts on Facebook? Thank you. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, this is Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Aloha.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Gonads are useful for their purpose, but they are no substitute for brains.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.